I need to get out of the habit
Oh.
of doing that.
Welcome back to Offices and Owlbears. It's Wednesday, and you all know what that means. Bunch of boys sitting around a table playing with other boys. Last Wednesday, you, group of guys and gal, made your way into Dimesh Hold, met up with Celine at her behest, and told her about what happened in the town of Gargill. How you investigated the Hebron, a mysterious cult that was leading the town or something, and you found out a couple of the members of the Hebron, but you didn't find out much about their motives, a great deal about their power, or a whole lot else. But Celine was grateful for what you did, more grateful that you came back and didn't disturb any potential balance, political balance in Mestronosha. Celine, however, at the mention of something called the Oran Thrill, brought to her attention by Harlow, delved into the creatures, the beings, and discovered that they were rather interesting.
No.
Yes. But believed to be long gone. Some bred half-breed of giant and other giants, so full-bred giant, but different types of giants. And yeah, no, it's like a whole genetics thing. And through strange powers, were bred to either be assassins or to protect against assassins. Either way, she was very intrigued about the possibility of there being Oran Thrill still in Helstra, and more intrigued about what they could potentially be hunting or guarding. She asked you for a favor, kind of a pet project for her, to go back to the Broom Hills and see if you could track down these Oran Thrill, and if so, figure out more about them without dying, of course. Having suggested very strongly that you don't pass through the town of Gargill, she recommended the direct route north from Dimesh Hold up through the storm into the heart of the Broom Hills, something that you have heard not many people do. And with that, you guys went shopping. You bought a bunch of clothes. You bought some armor. You bought some magic items at an ungodly discount. Perhaps they'll be stolen or broken. Who knows? And you set out from the Black and Bruise, the tavern you were staying at, north into the Broom Hills. As you leave the tavern, you notice that instead of 7 of you, there were only 6 of you.
Who's missing?
Dudley!
As Dudley kind of slowly walks down the stairs as you guys are leaving the tavern. Well, guys, I've been doing some thinking. I just left my home. I went on some adventures and that was cool, but I know I shouldn't go back. He re-rolled because he wasn't here. I gotta go back and get Eliza. I don't think I can go with you guys up to the Broom Hills.
No.
But
what?
But what do you mean?
That's okay.
If you give me kind of an address or something, I'll write you up notes. Or if there's some way that
We'll
we
be
can
in the hills.
Is there some way we can link up in the future?
The trees.
I'm not going back to Garrettville anytime soon, that's for sure.
Well, you could always find Celine and we could use our calling sending stone.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
If you're not staying in Gargill, just come back to here with her.
Yeah,
We'll meet up back here afterwards.
that's not a bad idea. All right, I guess I'll plan on doing that. If there's not any other way that you guys can think of to keep in touch with me, that's cool. Thank you a lot. I hope you guys stay safe, and maybe we'll see each other on the flip side.
Dudley, if you ever need help, just call out Andre's name and he'll be there.
Yeah, don't do it at night. It's creepy when that happens.
Do I say it 3 times in a meeting?
Yeah, Andre Thunderskillet.
Make a note.
Feel free to pick fights and do whatever you'd like.
Yeah,
Always
now you know how to fight.
You've taught me a lot.
You can go. Go on.
I can go what? Sorry, V, I was really interested in what
Sorry, I
you
lost my train of thought.
All right, well, I hope you guys, like I said, stay safe, stay classy.
Can you stay sassy?
Always.
I'm gonna miss having another little person around.
Oh, little power.
Gnome and halfling.
Gnome and halfling, well, V, hey, you are probably my favorite.
Oh, I'll take it.
Fuck
Bye.
you too, Deadly.
Wait, I said that in private.
Okay.
I think to
In
myself.
front of everybody.
At Deadly.
He goes around to each of you in private.
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite.
Okay. As you guys leave Black and Bruised, is there anything else you want to do? Symbol shopping.
I'm all out of money.
Did we ever disperse the coin?
Yes, we did.
I think
how
that's
we,
the only way I afford
That's
it.
how we bought all the nice things.
Did you owe us each?
Let's redisperse.
Good luck with that. I don't have much to give. Maybe Dudley ran off with it.
Oh,
Did we disperse
sneaky.
gold to Dudley?
No.
I don't think we
Right?
did. No, I think we skipped over Dudley.
Yeah, we did skip over
He was
Dudley.
he was a newbie, so we felt he wasn't quite ready yet. Frankly, I don't know why we
I
gave
can't
Flynn as much as we
believe
did.
gave Flynn anything.
Just in case I do try to.
I said that in my normal voice, which
That
means it was a
basically-
thought. It wasn't just.
in
Oh,
case
okay, so
I do try to pickpocket.
Okay. Make a,
Yeah, I will.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Flynn has a feeling.
I'm gonna really miss you, Dudley.
Did
You
you
were-
go in for the
you-
hug?
I go in for the hug. You were a great friend and a better enemy. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be like a 23 or
Yeah,
something.
I got an 8. I don't know what his plus is, but
Probably not
Call
15.
it 4.
yeah, we'll call it 4. Let's see if we can call it 14.
We can call it.
Okay, so you managed to. I don't know.
No, we can't.
I don't know how much gold he had, so I'm gonna do something here.
I think it was only like 8. I don't think he had
I
much money.
think it was like
I think
8,000.
it was.
Yeah, maybe 9,000.
Yeah.
Over 9,000.
You pull out a
He's a
small
lumber
pouch,
dealer.
a very light pouch, small in weight and in size, not large at all. Leather, but small leather. And you kind of, as you bring your hand up to pat him on the
It's not
back,
nice to talk about Dudley's package like that.
you pocket the pouch.
It's all whiskey.
Okay, I do when I get a chance to look into it. What was in it?
Oh my god, it was nine gold pieces, and we'll just say for the hell of it, you got a flask that's about a quarter full of whiskey.
Ooh,
Wonderful. That's great.
I'll be putting that to good use.
He's gonna be dead. You know.
I know he's not. He's gonna die.
Keep him with a hangover. You know. He starts drinking.
Delirium tremens. That dude's gonna be coming down.
Oh boy.
Right when he
Actually,
gets
do-
back to Gargill before he's about to enter the town.
Make another side of hand check.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to leave him.
Won't be as good.
This won't be as good. I'm gonna have to.
Another 8.
Okay,
So
I think it's still be without my modifier.
I'm just gonna say he's got a +3. That's usually what I do when I don't know, or -3. It doesn't make sense.
I got 10.
Oh.
What? What are you doing?
You have last flipped out.
I get a
We're
second check.
gonna-
Covered though.
All right, hey, we
With
make
advantage.
it out of out of Dimesh hold tonight.
Well, you took my
I believe it's 14.
Fuck, you do have good.
He looks at you.
All right, just give it back.
Did I pass?
No.
I want to roll a perception check. I think he's
Roll an insight check.
Insight. I would
He does not know.
Yep. Okay.
I love you, Dudley. I won't.
And as the door shuts, you hear,
Wait a minute!
Wait, oh, Dudley.
he's inside, and he's maybe not coming out for the second time.
Okay. I really want one of his boots.
Go back in.
Nah.
Hey.
I'm out of money anyway.
Yeah,
What a
well,
knock.
clearly you don't need it, or you have 9 gold, so he's gonna be hurting for some money.
That's
all
okay,
you
let's
are.
move on.
Okay. ETA on Nate.
He says he thinks he's outside, so
Oh.
I'm hoping he's
This is
Coming in
perfect
any
fucking
second.
Coming
timing.
into the right house.
hopefully.
You hear a neighbor blast somebody at the door.
We threw a party in one of my old houses, and somebody did that.
Really?
I was texting. I was like, "Oh, here's the address." Goes into a guy's house, and the neighbor, a couple days later, said that he pulled his gun on him when he walked in,
Holy shit.
and then he stabbed a guy.
Oh,
The
no.
story fell flat. I needed to add to it. Okay, so you guys leave Black and Bruise en route for Storm, Broom Hills, and what lays in wait for you to the north.
Line and wait. That sounds like a
What time of the day is it?
Right now, we'll say you did your shopping, came back to the inn because I needed to get rid of Dudley. We'll say it's 11. So you guys head north, and as you go north, you see the path kind of go straight to the hold, and then you go in through the wall. Welcome.
Hello,
We'll just do quick introductions. We got Jason, Michael, Alec, Marcus, Matthew, Max, Brian. I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. Nate, I'm excited you're here.
Thanks for having us.
We'll do a name test later. For now, you guys curve past, you go through the walls of the hold. You see kind of a little path going north, and it kind of just run down a little bit. You leave Dimesh Hold proper, and you're down kind of out in a similar to the southern entry to Dimesh Hold, how the house is a little more run down. You're passing some more rundown houses, and then you start getting to some farmland, and the roads are pretty unpopulated right now, at least this road, compared to what you've seen on the main roads. Don't look at me with those eyes, it's too much. But as you keep walking, you see kind of a small building. It's got a wooden fence, like a 3-tier wooden fence going around it, and this catches your eye because there hasn't been a whole lot of people on the road, but you do see 2 individuals, very similar looking individuals, kind of leaned up, lounging or loitering up against the wooden fence as you're kind of walking right past on the way out of town. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals making their way north from Dimesh Hold into the Broom Hills.
Wow.
Well, should we describe what they see?
Let's do it. What do they see?
What do you see?
So you see a little gnome. It's me. And I'm wearing a really shitty cape that I recently purchased. Or did I leave that behind? I don't know. Anyway, I've got studded leather armor. Yeah, I did trade. Never mind. I'm not wearing a cape. Studded leather armor. It's got a big F on the front left pectoral here.
Change out of your fancy get up.
Yeah. And then I got new pants. The pants are black. Yeah. And the shoes are recently clean. You can tell.
That is a phenomenal description.
I can't remember what I'm wearing now. It's some sort of mahogany, nice clothes.
You went through all that.
It's
You can't
wood.
remember
Okay,
the word.
but I think I've got a pretty badass cloak of some kind on.
So is it-
no, it's a full. It's like a half long jacket. That's what
Is it better than his cape?
Yes. I spent a pretty
In
penny
case
on it.
I did not spend any money.
Most of my
And I've now remembered that I actually traded it yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
But yeah, beautiful kind of Brad Pitt features, long hair,
Oh.
Brad Pitt Legends of the Fall, but
Oh,
half elf.
Very nice. Half elf version?
Half elf,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm tracking.
Which, let's be fair, he's probably a half elf.
He probably is.
Yeah.
Fair. So I'm honestly I look
In
very
your
similar.
voice. You guys gotta do this in your voice.
We have to describe ourselves.
Out loud. I look actually very similar to this guy. Dark hair, dark beard, dark cloak, classic ranger look. I do have pointy elf ears that are real. And
I love it to specify that.
yes,
They are
real. They're not fake. They are real.
I promise they're real guys.
No, they're just yes, and I have a bow and I have 2 short swords at my
Disposal.
disposal. But is what I was gonna say. Disposal is the term.
Shoot, disposal.
Yeah.
So I am a half orc, so I've got pale green skin. I've got a stupid white handlebar mustache. It's white, so it looks like a little bit older of a guy, white hair and stuff. I'm trying to remember what my stupid fancy outfit for this. Oh yeah, it was like, have you ever seen like one of those dress, almost like jumpsuit looking things? It's like An old-fashioned
yes.
romper, but like the fancy ones that are like
But for a
puffy.
man.
Oh yeah.
One of those that's an olive green, so kind of similar to my skin tone. Like
Suspenders?
it's like when a girl wears like an overly tan dress, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, don't like. Yeah.
It kind of looks naked minus the blue thing.
I think a pretty tattered top hat, right? Like that was kind of like her trash stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Store find there. Yeah.
I think it was
The
black.
clothes look nice, but the black top hat just looks like a piece of shit.
And what are you carrying?
Oh, I've got a giant skillet on my back.
Huh.
A giant
skillet.
Yeah, like a
Yes, iron.
cast iron skillet. Normally I'd have a chef's hat,
That's
but
awesome.
instead of doing.
All right.
No, I kept the chef's hat. Did not trade the chef's
Oh,
hat.
that's amazing.
So I'm an average height human, about 6 feet tall. You notice I'm riding on a horse, where all these other plebeians are walking.
If humans are average 6 feet tall, I am depressed.
Right, sorry.
I keep thinking you're a dwarf. I don't know
About
why.
6 feet tall. Whatever it
From a
is.
distance, could you be mistaken as a centaur?
Perhaps. I mean, what's your eyesight? I've got a big, great sword on my back. Blonde hair, big blonde beard. That's about it. Here's what I look like.
Nice.
Actually,
Covered in shadow.
Quite valiant.
it'll be colored at some point.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Human, definitely shorter than 6 feet, more of an average of like 5.2.
5.2 about
Now, is point inches or is that like
No, yeah, it's engineering
2/10
now.
of a foot?
I think the 5 is the inch measurement.
Was that 2.4 inches?
almost homeless looking, not like came off the street, but definitely scraggly, kind of gaunt, and
Yeah, you look a little paler lately.
on wrists and ankles.
You want wine? Okay, I'll go grab glasses. You want one, Peter?
Water?
I do have water. What you guys describe what
No.
Can you make sure the AC's on in here too?
Because it feels hot. I've had to roll my sleeves. Next, it's going to be my pants, and you're not going to like it.
Well, we could turn on mute and just deal with the
once
sound.
pants get rolled up, that's when we
Yeah, it's getting- I'm spending the night at that point.
Oh. Is it all we see?
All right. Well, I guess we'll.
But we see.
As
I don't know what you two look like.
Oh,
Very similar looking.
attractive.
Very attractive.
Yeah.
Okay, describe it as
Like similar as in almost twin-like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking full elves or half elves?
This would be full of elves. Like, well,
I don't even know what the
the
difference
ears
is.
are pointy.
Okay.
Yeah, that means
Oh my god, you're getting shown up.
I get jealous.
No way.
Give me your ear.
They're a little bit more pointy than his ears.
Okay.
Are they the same color as the rest of your
Can you
head?
tell me the angle? What kind of angle? And you're like,
Up the ear, up the ear. That's right. My ears are black.
It's like that's his body, you know?
Delicious.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Wait, are y'all like that cool?
And we just finished our nice pork dinner.
Yes.
But you're like leaning against a fence. How can I tell you?
Sipping on
pork
wine.
dinner, you know?
Yeah.
You can smell the pork.
Smell pork.
Yes.
Do we
Did
you know?
y'all finish descriptions?
Yes.
Perfect. We got dirty blonde hair, and then kind of like a ranger type outfit. Imagine like Legolas. You
Good
know.
pronunciation.
Very good for them.
You love it. Okay, so as
What are you wearing then?
Twins, so the same thing.
The same.
Oh, you were raised by those kind of parents, you know? Those ones.
Biologically similar.
Except my hair goes this way and his hair goes that way.
Oh my
That's a
god,
big
left hand,
difference.
right hand, probably.
Can they be conjoined?
yeah.
By the
I
ears.
would have, but we did that last
But
like,
they
2
got
campaigns
one
ago,
big
so I don't want to
You can hear everything.
Okay, so as this group of 6 approaches you,
Roll for initiative.
roll for initiative. Oh yeah, no, this is just combat. They just keep going.
Oh, the sword happened to be very hailable.
I stabbed you.
How far away are we?
Well, you're at this point. You're probably 10 feet. You're like about to pass them.
I'm gonna like get really close to Hugo since he called me his friend and like make sure he's fine.
Okay,
Like right behind him.
that's good.
So you guys still look like you're from around here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I knew that.
What does that mean?
It's a rhetorical question.
Yes. Well, we're just passing through town. On our way to the Brune Hills, I look.
The Brune Hills.
Oh, have you ever been there before?
Oh, we sure have been there. In fact, would you like to hear about it in song?
Oh, I never was one to pass up a song.
Well, as he's prepping his instrument, you guys see the storm clouds overhead. You can't hear the thunder, but you can see the lightning flashing in the distance.
Oh my god, what in the fuck?
As he's preparing.
Why did it was just table or some shit?
The damn idea.
What? I didn't know this was gonna happen.
I love the dramatic flair. I'm here for
You
it.
just pull a ukulele out from that was taped to the table.
Yeah, he always does this.
All right.
As he pulls his ukulele, he has to set down all of his equipment. He has to take off his shoes, gets his ukulele out.
He like grabs feet, puts the music, like the sheet music on his head.
No, I'm nowhere near you. I am hiding in embarrassment.
It's now five individuals crowd close to you, leaving.
I wrote this song to describe. I'm a bit of a bard, and
Yes.
I like to tell tale of the adventures we've been on. So I'm a little new to this thing, but here's my best rendition of our journey. That's not the beat at all.
You get in the back.
I've heard this.
I can't look at you while I do it. The travelers wound through the Brune Hills to the cabin, abandoned and still. But trouble arose as the Orenthrill closed. Assassins, it seemed all was lost. Until they were saved by the hero and his rope. Whoa! Everyone knew they'd be safe. And then I go on and tell them more. You hear the rest of the song, but it's not written yet.
I love that Assassins has been written in.
As the claws erupt, perhaps some questioning glances from your party members.
The rest of the song goes on to describe this hero with the rope and how he saved these travelers in the Brune Hills from the Orange Throne.
So it sounds like you've had some near misses, some exciting times in these hills.
Yeah, there were wolves, and then there were big things, and
bigger things.
yeah, the bigger things.
And don't forget
The,
the rope.
And there was a rope.
The undescript hero, who knows who he was, definitely had some close calls.
I'm skeptical of the effectiveness of the rope.
It must be a magic rope. It's,
Is it the magical rope that always unties itself?
That's what happened.
You know, this details are a little fuzzy. This song's been passed down from today to now.
So I
But one thing is clear: the travelers would not have made it through without this mysterious hero.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt Harlow and his bragging, but
Please do.
Oh, you think? Oh, I guess I kind of was.
what? We don't even know your names, and he's spilling everything we've done in the last few days, some of which were government secrets. So please tell us.
Well, my manners. I am Vindolf, and this is
Findolf.
Vindolf.
Gindel?
Vindolf.
Vindolf and Findolf.
Oh, Vindel.
Don't get them
Vindel.
confused.
Yeah.
So we're trackers.
Yes.
So we've roamed all around this area, and we know it very well. The north,
What are you tracking?
To the Brune Hills. Where are you tracking?
whatever needs to be tracked.
So you're from Dimensional or just passing through?
Yeah, we're from the area. We've been here for a little while.
Are you tracking us? Is that why you're on the post?
No, I don't see any reason. To be fair, you wouldn't need professional trackers to find you.
Yeah, he's loud.
Well, only when I'm performing.
We are more so. We're commissioned when some hard to find things are needed. If you're looking for something that's hard to find, or if you don't know where to go, that's where we can be of service.
Well, nice meeting you.
What can you do for 9 copper?
9. So if you don't mind me asking, so were you guys coming from the hills or to the hills?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, we're in the hills in the east, near Geringril. Now we're that's what they call it. Now we're going north
Locals call it.
through the storm to do other things. We can't talk. There's these beasts that we're not meant to mention.
So we've
That
actually...
was on line 3 of your song.
Yes.
Good point.
So I don't know exactly what business you have, but we are very familiar with the area. So if you want the safest path, because you do, it seems to me you're aware of how dangerous things can get around the Broom Hills.
I'm worried that you might be dangerous.
Why so?
would you mistrust us?
Well, I don't know, you're strangers on the side of the road. We've got a great party here.
I am offended.
Put out!
Your anti-elf rhetoric.
Red and like
About time. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. Are y'all even elves?
Are those real?
I
Are those real?
like look at the ground.
Oh god.
I pat him on the shoulder.
With my leash.
They look very real.
Oh, great. I can't tell. I mean, they look different in mine.
Yes, would you care for some guides?
Can I tell if they're being honest with us?
Honest with what?
Just about their story generally. Can I tell if they're lying about anything or hiding something?
So how we do this? Don't say anything. If you are lying about anything, make a deception check. If you are being forthright, make a persuasion check. And then if you beat him, then you tell him whatever you want to tell him.
Oh, you've persuaded him. Okay.
Right. And then if he beats you, and if you were making a deception check, let him know generally what he can glean.
Okay.
Kind of like
Okay.
So there's
So if there was something true or false, you wouldn't know.
But
Okay.
he'd be able to read essentially whether or not you're being completely forthright. If he succeeds and you're making a deception check, if you're making persuasion or deception and beat him, he believes you.
Okay. Cool.
So because both of you, I guess you'll just have probably somebody else do it. Yeah, so just both go ahead and do it normal.
Okay.
And then, did you already make your insight check?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
So mine would be 19.
Okay, so I just don't know, right?
I don't know. What is it? Whatever you want, you can say he doesn't know, or you can tell him that you appear very forthright. It's whatever you want.
I mean, basically what I'm saying is what I'm saying is what you're getting. So it seems to spin around here. So
Well, it seems this meeting was fortuitous because we're looking for something, but what would your terms be?
what would your offer be?
Damn it. He's good.
Got that. Tap it.
Fortuitous
At least
is a
9.
strong word.
We have 9 copper.
9. Okay, that's a good start. That's
How about
good
a
start.
ukulele?
We do love music. However, we can't eat music. So
Oh, well, we usually have food. You can partake with us.
okay.
So
This-
food, lodging, maybe?
Food, lodging insofar as you like invisible bubbles to sleep in. We can offer that.
Oh, they
It
did
is
say the
safe. It is safe.
Visible bubbles. Okay.
Well, we do have our tents.
We do have our own tents. Yeah, we do have our own lodging.
Oh, okay. So just out of curiosity, why are you leaning on this fence? This is the first fence I've seen.
You passed some others.
Well, you said
See, there were several other fences on the way.
This is the first fence. But
I thought it was the first fence.
I say, name a fair price and we'll be happy to escort you through the Broom
Sorry.
Hills.
I forget, and I was getting excited.
So we do appreciate the music, and we do appreciate y'all's company. So for 10 silver pieces apiece, we'd be happy to lead you through there.
I can give you 2. I can cough up 2.
10 for each of us, or just 10 split amongst us?
10 for each
10
of them,
for each
20
of us.
total.
If you want to do for each of you,
Okay, so
accept
we
that as well.
get-
But
we
I
break
don't argue with that.
We each get a few silver each.
3 pieces.
Okay, fine. Twist my arm. I can do 3.
How much is
We can
one
do-
gold is 10 silver, right?
We can do that, no problem, right?
Yeah, I think those terms are good.
Excellent. We'd be more than happy to guide you.
All right.
Thanks. You have to walk in front. I'm obviously skeptical.
Well, we kind of need to walk in front to look around. But you walk in the back, so we have the front and the back. That's usually what you do, because these areas are kind of dangerous.
Okay.
Makes
Makes sense to me.
we divvy them out our.
I just hand them 1 gold each.
Okay, you pay in advance. This is wonderful. As you guys have fresh coin in your pocket and new companions at your side, you all travel north into the storm. As you're going, I can, if you want to ask questions, feel free to cut in. Otherwise, I'm just going to describe what you see for the next bit.
Please do.
As you get further north, you notice that the air around you starts to go from a cool regeneration temperature of about 60 Fahrenheit, which is, while they don't use years, they do use Fahrenheit in Helstra. It begins to drop. Now you're at 55, 50. The further north you go, the colder it gets. Similar to when you were in the Broom Hills in the east, but there's something about this cold that is more chilling, down to your bone. As you continue on, you find yourself at the border of the Brine Glass River, the river that you had so much trouble with before. But the river is much smaller here, much narrower, and there is walkways that looks to be walkways that you can make your way across on stones that are sticking up from the water, as it is again much shallower here.
How shallow are we talking? Can I tell?
You can see stones sticking out. Go ahead and make a nature check here. Just see if you can, from your experience viewing rivers.
I'm not gonna know.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can see stones, shallow.
I'm going to use mold earth to kind of buttress the stones.
Okay.
Move
the Red
some
Sea.
more stones up and
Okay, and that's like a 5 foot by 5 foot.
per cast, yeah.
Okay, so
And it lasts for 1 hour.
Okay, so you can take a couple minutes, and you manage to kind of buttress a nice pathway in between the stones. And as you're finishing off your last kind of molding of the earth, you hear for the first time the sounds of distant thunder. Perhaps not as distant as it at first seemed. Crash, crash, thunder, thunder, thunder. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I know, it's really loud. Is the storm which appeared in the distance as a visual anomaly now becoming quite real. You finish molding the earth, and you have a fairly decent walkway to get across the brine glass.
Someone could make a pretty penny building a bridge across this river somewhere.
No joke, this guy's handy.
Yeah, thanks. It'll cost 1 gold for you to cross.
Very funny.
The bridge gnome.
I cross the stones on my horse.
Okay, with the earth being molded, this is going to be easy enough because lasting an hour, it's a bit narrower here, about 70 feet. So you're gonna be able to do that without making a check. So you make it safely to the other side.
Seeing him ride a horse across, I confidently walk across.
As you do, you find yourself on the other side quite quickly.
No. I thought that was going to go differently.
Yeah.
I do the same?
All through.
I think we're
Look both ways a little bit, and then
Natty 20
Are
on
you
my
smart
walk.
before you cross the river? Does anybody not know what it is?
The only one of the night.
Okay, you all find yourself on the other side of the river. You continue on. Are you you're traveling in relative silence?
so.
You don't have. If there's anything you want to ask at any time, you can cut
Just
in.
small talk.
Okay, just small talk. So as you guys are, peppering each other with questions here, there, trying to get to know each other.
What kind of things have you tracked before? What's the coolest thing you've ever tracked?
so the craziest thing we ever tracked was this giant undead. I don't know the quite name of it, but it was like a huge zombie that was eating the town folks' sheep. It was actually pretty awful. But that was not in this town. It's in a further away town.
We're not going towards it, are we?
It was pretty scary.
I imagine.
It would basically eat the entire sheep whole, and then save this bones for later so it could suck the bones out with this long tongue. So yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Considering I'm smaller than a sheep, I don't like that story. I'm going to continue to travel in silence.
You'd be more of an appetizer.
But Fee, you can transform into creatures you've seen, right?
That's true, I can transform into a sheep. Or something else.
Or maybe a zombie, if you were to see it.
We better be careful. We might think kill what we're tracking.
True. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I can turn into things, so don't track me.
You would be difficult to track
don't
if you
be
can change
confused.
into different things.
Very confusing footprint tracks.
Gnome, sheep gnomes.
Platypus. No. Okay.
I don't have a platypus card.
You guys continue on. After about another hour, so at this point you're coming up on 3 in the afternoon. You start to feel sprinkles. Very cold sprinkles. Now the temperature's down to about 40.
Below freezing sprinkles?
No. Not as much.
Good luck.
You travel further onward, and after a while, the occasional thunder off in the close proximity to you, or you go up to the key. More rain, more lightning here and there, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the midst of a pretty heavy downpour. As you keep going, the rain is changing from purely liquid to now hitting you solid and quickly melting as it's sleet, and you've got this lightning that's just kind of all around you, peppering the grounds.
I'm gonna turn my frying pan into a drying pan.
Put it over your head.
Might get a bit rusty.
Okay. As you're going, a bolt of lightning just strikes down into a nearby tree that looks like it's been struck before, splitting it further, kind of starting for a brief moment a small fire that gets quickly extinguished by the rain. And you keep going. You can see off in the distance now the trees starting to thin a bit, and the hills coming up in front of you, more imposing here than they were off to the east. You see what kind of looks like potentially narrow passages or caverns. It's hard to tell from this distance. Again, another bolt of lightning, this time a little further away, just hits the ground, letting out this massive crack of thunder that kind of shakes your eardrums as you continue.
I'm not sure I like this.
I'm with the gnome on this one. Hugo, you could do your tent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we want to set up camp.
Can I tell roughly what time of day it is?
We'll say about this point, we're now at 4. We'll say we've got another hour since the rain started. So it's much darker here than it otherwise is at 4 p.m. It's almost as if in addition to the clouds and the rain and the storm, there's something else that's just pushing light out from this area. Continue on.
Not sure that this is something we could just wait out.
Well, have you two spent much time in the Rune Hills before?
So yes, I don't even want to say it, but I believe the area is cursed. There's been many people that have come these ways and they don't even come out. So every time we're here, I don't recommend going too deep towards the storm. It gets angry when people get too close to the center of the storm.
You probably shouldn't have said that. You sound nuts.
Well, I mean, after a while being in the storm, you'll start to understand.
You can navigate around the worst part of the storm?
Another lightning strike right nearby.
Yeah.
Now that we're past the river, can't we just start headed east towards the area where we saw the horn through the first time? I don't see a reason to keep going north at this point.
So there's actually a path that we found. It's a little bit difficult to follow the path, but we've gone back and forth a few times successfully. So
That goes east?
This goes towards the hills.
So the hills are north of you.
Sundown.
You went considerably north of the river before you cut across. So you've got a fair jaunt to go before you get.
Yeah, but it wasn't this bad east.
Correct. But there also wasn't a perpetual storm that's been raging for 800 years.
Yeah. Why are we walking through a storm? We just walk east and go north to where we want to be, over where it
You
wasn't
can't do
storming.
that. You can't do that.
Didn't we decide to go north to save time? Isn't that? It was maybe more treacherous, but a little quicker.
I mean, the Earth's flat, so I don't know if that really would save time at this point.
I mean, you paid us good money, we can show you the path, but if not, I mean, you're welcome to go around.
We've come this
It
far
does seem
already.
worthwhile to use our guides.
I think, yeah, let's take the paths.
I just want to be on record that I just feel like this is a stupid decision. I'm just saying, orange is sus, and y'all voting at red, but I'll go with the group.
Apparently, Wizards of the Coast removed your intelligence, negative intelligence as a modifier.
Okay, mister, we can't tell you what beast we're tracking except when we literally tell you what beast we're tracking.
A good adjustment.
Oh my god. As you guys continue onward now, the sun, let's say another couple hours past, dips below the horizon, and you find yourself butted up against the base of the Broom Hills as darkness falls. More lightning. This time, probably a quarter mile away, you see it come down and just light up the night sky, cracking into something. You see a small glow, but for a second that is extinguished as you find yourselves in the midst of the storm at the base of the Broom Hills.
Can we go east now?
Is this normal? Should we be worried?
Are we in danger?
I throw my raven figurine on the floor, and I want it to go up north and kind of scope out the area for me.
Okay. Does that take any time to do that?
No.
Okay, so you throw your raven figurine on the ground, and this raven emerges from what was once a solid object, flutters off to the north. Does it communicate with you?
Yeah, I can use Animal Messenger with it at will.
What's the range on your communication?
I don't know that Animal Messenger has one. Let me check.
I would say it's like.
Well, that's. Well,
What is it?
I think it's definitely more than 100 feet.
Is this
100,000.
Is this storm normal? Is this more severe than you've found it to be in the past?
My new shoes are getting muddy.
Please feed.
Oh no! Anything on those new shoes getting dirty.
They're not even new, they're just clean.
Not anymore.
We'll say until you get it. We'll say if it flies off ahead, it goes a decent jaunt into the hills. It does spy a narrow path, less created, more appears to be naturally occurring. Is what it's communicating to you, and then it circles back.
Okay.
Is this irregular for the storm to be so severe, or in your experience?
It's normalish. You gotta follow the omens. You have to follow the signs.
Okay,
that's what we
crazy.
look at.
Normalish sounds really good.
Yeah.
I'm very encouraged by what Paige told us. What omens?
Are you guys going to keep going into the night?
I am going to put up a little bit of a. I think, I don't know, this just seems. Maybe we should stop for the night. Will it be better in the morning?
What time is it?
Right now, we'll say it's close to 7. So it would just be
that's a lot earlier than I
it'd just
thought
be
it
about
was.
getting dark outside of the Broom Hills. Right now, it is dark.
Celine said it would be safe.
Further.
We could probably go a little bit further and then set camp.
Onward.
Damn it.
Okay. As you guys press onward, emerging now up against kind of the base where you see the hills rising up out of the earth, you find a narrow path that Corbin's bird spotted that these two kind of led you to. I just want to hear what you said.
I was just as Harlow telling him, I mean, you're a ranger too, and you're no, you should be kind.
Yes.
How are your ears doing in this rain?
You guys head in.
Very cool. Very cool.
You guys head into the hills.
Keeping me warm.
After about another hour and a half of going in, you find this little pathway. It kind of was going up before it levels off, but a bit in the distance you see it rising again. It gets a bit wider here. So instead of a narrow path of about 2 tables width, it gets to about 4 or 5 tables width here, just for a bit as it kind of bubbles out and then narrows, even more narrow than it was behind you up ahead.
So now,
do you keep going?
Well, I fit.
You do fit.
I feel.
Yeah.
Press on.
Guides?
Sorry. What happened? Sorry, what happened again?
I'm gonna do a survival check
Okay.
to make sure I can find the path.
Got it.
With
But
advantage,
you
'cause you picked up.
do well. Both of you, or you do get yours with advantage.
Oh, it will be with like both of us.
Yeah.
Not much better. So 14.
You can tell that you're.
Huh? Yeah.
You recognize.
I didn't.
So
Yeah, just do one of each.
yeah, you can get some dice. So in the future, actually, here,
Is
take
there one
these.
in
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
16.
So what will happen is either one of you can roll twice, or each of you can roll once.
Yeah, we'll each roll one time. It'd be more fun that way.
Totally. Yeah.
So I got 16.
Perfect.
What did you get?
I got a 14.
And this is fairly easy because you can tell right now that you're on this main natural path, and you're confident you're going the right way.
Yep. So we've definitely been here before. So there's a really good spot up ahead that we could set camp. So yeah, it's if you guys want, we can continue on for a little bit. And so the first rule is we're gonna try and find somewhere where we're not gonna be camping where all the water's going in the rain. That's the first rule. Because being soggy, when you wake up soggy, it's awful. It's
Fungus.
I don't think we need to worry about that.
Doesn't your tent stop water from coming
Yeah,
out?
we can make it as dry as we want.
mudslides can be a problem too.
You're in your tent 1 second and the next you're washed away.
Yes, tents can become rafts sometimes.
That's not right. Do I still trust them?
Make an insight check. Another bolt of lightning just smashes up against. Go ahead and do yours.
Persuasion.
Do go ahead and do it with advantage, because now that they're asking collectively as a group to do the same thing, the DC.
22.
Reroll the second one.
So another bolt of lightning just smashes into the cliffside, lighting it up for a second. You can see in the remaining light just rocks kind of busting off of the mountain.
So my persuasion was 14.
Okay. So do you just, I guess, what are you trying to figure out? Like,
I'm trying to figure out if they're leading us into a shithole.
Are you leading us into a shithole?
You just tell him kind of what the emotion he'd get.
Sometimes
from you.
I will be honest with you guys. Sometimes these paths are harder to find than other paths.
Okay.
So bear with us a little bit, but we're definitely heading the right direction. But we may not be exactly where we were last time.
Okay. But it sounds, what I'm getting from this, and I'm just going to say this out loud. Actually, no, I'm not, because that's meta. Never mind. I get what I got.
Okay.
Well, you get what you paid for.
And it's fucking nothing.
As you continue onward, you see the path gets a little narrower, and you come to a point where the cliff juts out on both sides, and you kind of have to squeeze through single file to continue onward on the side of this that you are on. It's a bit wider, quite a bit wider, but you can see up through that. Those of you who have dark vision, those of you who don't, through the flashing light, you can see that the path gets narrower there, and for as far as you can see, stays about single file width.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
Can my horse make the narrow width?
It takes some doing, but yeah, it looks like them both.
I'll do some
We'd like to camp under the outcroppings if it's all right.
Go ahead and make a survival check, both of you.
Okay. So mine was 11?
You'll add whatever your skill is. to
Okay.
it.
And his was 12, but you're going to add. So he's gonna be 14.
Okay, so yours is 11. So you're kind of looking around, and it's dark, and you're very tired. You don't really see anything, but Findolf.
Wow.
Findolf. You hear his familiar off in the distance as he kind of calls you over, and you do see to me, Findolf. You see under or I guess close to where the path narrows. You see Findolf pointing out this outcropping that kind of sticks out a bit, and it cuts in about 6 or 7 feet, and it's a pretty wide outcropping, about the size of this room.
Oh, there it is.
That's perfect.
Good find. I almost lost it.
I want to check out. What do I think about the stability of that outcropping?
You make a nature check.
19.
I mean, it looks solid. This big old rock face.
Okay, I'm ready to get out of the rain.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess that's my cue. Unless Harlan, you wanted to. I've heard that you studied the same ritual.
Well,
He's pretty good at
I'm
pitching
kind of-
tents.
I'm busy drawing a picture of the hero with his rope.
Okay, well, I'll take this one.
The legend right on his paper.
The legend.
It looks like a holiday nutcracker.
I'll spend the next 10 minutes
Come in all shapes and
practicing this
sizes.
ritual.
Okay, who else are you invited?
Anyone is invited in.
Okay, so you
Fit
see
up to 9.
you see Hugo. Oh wow, perfect. You see Hugo sit down and begin muttering to himself.
To the side.
What is it?
There's 2 outcroppings, so if there's not enough room.
Then Hugo
the
can
other
put up
side.
So here you only see the one outcropping. It's the larger outcropping.
Finishing the shading for the details.
But you do see Hugo kind of sit down across his legs and mutter to himself. After a few minutes, you see the beginnings of some almost translucent, like shimmering yellow dome start to rise up from the ground around him, connect into like a half circle around Hugo. And as that's kind of closing up, you see his companions walk into the dome as it's finishing up.
Please join us in this thing that he made. Mine's bigger.
What is it? It just looks like a giant ice tent.
It looks like a half circle, translucent, but a shade of yellow, and it's just like a.
It's a bubble.
This is the bubble.
You're running out of time. We talked about earlier.
Oh, this is the bubble.
The bubble.
Don't mind if I do. I come on inside.
Is there anything dangerous around here that we should be on watch for?
So
How sturdy is this bubble?
Yes.
It is impenetrable. It is
What's
shocking.
to worry about?
Then what is this? Is perfect.
Well, because what are we? We're on the
thing behind you.
but we're also looking for something, and so they might be nearby. Maybe we could also keep an eye out.
What type of creatures have you run into out here that Grey Hills?
Any creatures from a
strange
song?
creatures from a song that you've recently heard?
I know there's many creatures and many songs. Is there a specific song that you're referring to?
The hero and his rope.
The hero and his rope.
No!
Oh, as he described in the song, there was many know them as the Orange Thrill. Giant, like he said in the song, giant interbred assassins.
Okay.
Are dangerous and turn invisible and turn into you.
That sounds terrifying.
Giant undead wolves.
So if they're invisible, how have you seen them?
They aren't always invisible.
Okay. And you're
Only
calling me
when
the
you
crazy.
catch them in their rope, they finally come to appear. I can elaborate into how we conquered them more. The fourth stanza go into the lyrics.
So
I described the Orange Thrill
Right.
with all the details.
Yeah. So he just.
also come across the giant undead wolves that there was.
yes, we've seen wolves in this area.
But you said
Did you say undead wolves? We've seen the same.
Did they have goop? Did you almost say
Red goop.
goop?
Goop.
Did you kill the wolves?
Goop.
They had blood.
Goop?
But it was goopy blood.
Was it live blood?
Did the goop try to eat one of you?
When you kill an undead wolf, does it turn into a living regular one?
It seems unlikely.
I know.
It just becomes more
He's
dead.
still working on this material.
It's a re-dead wolf.
Like a twice baked potato.
Like refried beans, what I was going for, but yes.
Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, the elves don't go for very much. But we try to avoid them as much as we can.
I agree.
As you guys are sitting here chatting,
I'm just gonna make a little fire.
the night gets later. You make a fire. The smoke starts suffocating everyone.
No, it can go out, right?
I don't know if the
Damn,
rain
if we
can
didn't
come
address
in.
that before, then we all died a few weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure it goes out. So
Because anything can get out, and back then, if it's
Oh yeah.
he's just invite the smoke out. You guys are sitting there chatting. The night gets later and later, and suddenly, those of you who weren't already beginning to feel very exhausted, you do start to feel very exhausted as the night sets on.
I'm asleep.
Okay, is anybody keeping watch?
I can keep watch.
Okay.
I'll also keep watching.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two take first watch.
I'll take second shift.
You can sleep and take the second.
Where you going?
We always time.
I was gonna come talk to you about
What?
keeping watch on.
You go to talk to him.
Yes.
I go to sleep.
Okay.
Lucas is
No,
there.
because you volunteered.
Okay. You then you two make me a perception check because y'all kind of set up, just keeping an eye out into the distance, which is really just a sheer cliff face that you're looking
Should
at.
I do it or?
I don't want him to
sleep?
know, but in
So-
addition to watching,
I'm taking first watch. He's taking second.
So I guess he rolled.
Just him
So I would
and
roll.
him.
Okay.
Since y'all are both doing it.
Is there
A water? No, but there's some.
I'm keeping watch both externally and on Vigil.
You keeping what?
I'm keeping watch both externally and on Vigil.
Okay, then make it disadvantage on both.
Wait, so two separate things with disadvantage, so 4 rolls, worst.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which one are you doing first?
Externally. It's actually not that bad. It's perception.
Yep.
10.
Okay.
So
Mine's 12.
Okay.
Is it with advantage?
Yours is not.
Okay.
11 on him.
Okay. Between the two, trying to keep an eye on Vindolf, checking everything out outside. It's hard to get much of anything. You, even though you're, pretty much focused on the outside, occasional small talk. Other than the occasional bolt of lightning, one of which strikes dangerously close down the path where you guys are walking, just kind of splits up some of the rocks, letting out this massive sound of thunder, which is muted to like a manageable level by the bubble. You don't really see anything.
Care for a smoke?
Happily. Much appreciated.
one hit done?
Like the smoke is continuing inside the bubble.
Oh my god, you
Well, I gotta pass it to my horse.
Oh yeah, you shotgun it.
Oh, shotgun? Yeah, shotgun the horse right up the nose.
So we'll just pass the watch.
The horse doesn't fit in the bubble,
Unless there's
right?
anything you guys want to talk
Why
about.
wouldn't it?
3,
Bubble's horse does.
2, 1. Okay. It's
If
been
it's
about,
nine,
been
it might
about
be
3
good.
hours. You guys are kind of feeling it. You sense that it's about time to pass the watch.
Let me go get you, go.
Okay.
See you in the morning.
Good friend.
So you get.
I
I think it's time for you to take second watch.
It's a long time.
It's a very long.
Okay, as you guys get up, let's just go ahead and do your perception check. So Peter, make your perception check. Jason, make your perception check. Oh, it is uneventful.
I don't know, 3.
3.
Yeah, it's not
Okay. Oh, okay. As you guys are kind of changing watch, you hear I guess you two see, because you're kind of getting up, facing out. Y'all two hear, everybody else hears, and just wakes up to this enormous crack of thunder as a bolt of lightning strikes inside this crevice, hits the dome, letting out this massive crack of lightning. It doesn't enter, and so as you guys start your watch, you are on high alert.
Well, that was
was
quite terrifying.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Does anyone have clean pants?
I use prestidigitation to
On everybody.
undergarments.
Much appreciated.
Well, I appreciate good music. Your companion is quite a musician.
Yes, he's very talented.
And you. True.
Well, I try to keep to myself most of the time.
Oh, okay. Any hobbies?
Just puzzles. It's funny you mentioned. I did come across a puzzle recently, and I pull out this pyramid.
Very fine object you have.
Yes, it's arcane in nature. It's quite interesting. It took me a while to figure it out, but if you remind me when we get out of this weather and on another day, perhaps I'll show you what it's like.
Very cool.
Yes.
I look forward to that day.
Yes. So do I.
Yes, you guys complete your watch. For the sake of time, because we're coming out at the last hour, nothing's happening, unfortunately, for the next watch. So we're going to skip that unless there's two people who wanted to take watch and wanted to talk. We'll let that happen.
I'll begin waking people up as the sun, or as best as I can tell. Yeah.
Okay.
Nicely.
Okay. Okay, nobody wants to talk about anything? Nothing's coming because of the roll, so.
Right.
For the sake of time, we will skip this if nobody wants to roleplay. So.
I dump water on his face.
Okay,
wait.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
I was
third watch. I was on the second watch. I was up. I don't want to. As far as I know. Unless he was the third.
We'll come back to this.
I've been very impressed with you on this trip so far. You earned your gold. These two rangers come in first night in the dome. Not left out in the cold like you, and you're more of a seasoned ranger likely than them. I wouldn't take some of what they're throwing at you. I'd step up a little bit and make sure they know that you're a veteran of the Brewing Guild yourself, in your own way, in your own special way.
Do I have familiarity with the Brewing Hills? I do, don't I? You have
chilling in
Hawaii.
I mean, you haven't been here because you're from Verdmire, which is surrounded by the Broom Hills. But to
all
the
hills
south,
are the same.
you also see the storm, and so you don't venture there. But you've been to the east, you've been to the North Hills.
Okay.
So you have familiarity with 2/3 of the Broom Hills because it's like a sea where it kind of encircles Verdmire.
Okay. Well, Harlow, I'm very familiar with most of these hills. I would even say like 90%, which is pretty good, more than average. But however, I don't know these parts. They're very scary, and I've always looked out from afar, and I've never explored here because of the storm.
Well,
and I think they're real elves.
Why do you say real?
You said sleeping.
I thought he woke everybody up.
I heard, the lightning. There's no lightning.
they are indeed real. They are indeed real elves.
Yeah.
And for that, I have much respect for them.
They know their stuff, but I'm okay to trust them.
I've been working on
a new song.
A song that it was going to be about you, but I can't have the hero of my song not be the best.
Should I go?
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
I mean, it's Harlow, the hero of your last song, wasn't the best.
The hero of all my songs is the best. It will retell the song across Helstra for years to come. Anyways, I just want to say, I didn't want you to be discouraged that we just hired new rangers. We still appreciate you and your contributions and your
As minimal as they may be.
conversations.
Oh my God, how long have you been here?
And that is all.
That means a lot, Harlow. I appreciate that. I think we're really making good strides and good paces towards a friendship.
Yes.
That's true.
I like kind of.
You see like a tear running down.
I just have like nice little body language. I get a little pet on my step, and I go kill the elves.
Oh my God. Findolf, you awaken in the morning to just cold water splashed up on your face. You kind of, and you look up and you see Vindolf there, familiar awakening for you.
As he pointed out, he was never asleep.
Yeah, he was the one that was awake.
He was the last watch.
So I think you may have win because I was fast traveling through the night. That's what you'd
We were
meant?
assuming there was 3 watches, but I guess there's 2.
Right. Well, so
I think it's funnier if you poured water on the awake Findolf to try to wake him up more.
Sorry, it's out of habit.
there was going to be 3, but because of time, I rolled, nothing happened. So I decided unless somebody wanted to role play, we'd skip it. They wanted to role play. So I was going to do, you meant to do that when the morning came. Okay, so you do wake up, cold water on your face. Familiar awakening. It's just kind of, come to, see Vindolf there. Do with it what you will.
I told you never to do that again, buddy.
I promise I won't do it again.
Yeah.
We're watching you.
Was that water?
Let me help you with that. And I use prestidigitation to.
You find yourself cold, soaked to the bone, instantly dry, cold but warming.
Very pleasant.
As you guys head out from the outcropping, you notice, not on the path because it's been raining all night, but you see up under some of the rocks where there's been splash but not constant water, you see ice forming as you make your way northward.
Has my raven found anything overnight?
Is your raven's flying around? Make a flying all night.
Yeah, I think it lasts like either 12 or 24 hours.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's not gonna be good. 3.
You wake up and your raven is back in statue form.
All right.
As you guys continue on, you pass through the little crack, and now you're on a very comfortable, and when I say comfortable, I mean comfortably a one single file path, going steeper and steeper up, getting slipperier, higher and higher you go. As you're walking, man, you guys are getting lucky. Another lightning strike, but this time overhead smashes into the side of the cliff, but it's so high up that the rocks that get jettisoned out, by the time they get down to you, have gone at such an angle that they kind of fall off to the side of the path, and now are falling down what is about 150 to 200 foot embankment, because as your path is going up, it's now just a sheer drop off to the side.
Can you tell me who's walking right behind me?
So you're in front, you're behind. This is actually very good. I was about to ask for this. Give me order. So other than that,
Behind you go.
okay.
I guess I'm second.
I don't know where I'd be, but I'm on a horse.
I'm right behind Andre.
I'll be with feet.
I don't want to be in the very back. I guess I can be if I must be.
So it's sounding like 1,
Well, I'm in the very
2, 3, 4, 5,
You wanna go before Harlow?
Sure.
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Yep.
And I have my rope. Tied around my waist.
Okay.
As
that
like some
lightning
sort of hero.
strikes,
Yeah.
my horse shits itself.
Oh god.
Single file.
Oh
smoke.
god. Okay, so Harlow and Findolf now are trudging through fresh, juicy horse shit, because this is the fierce shit.
I shit forward.
Make a Constitution check with
Oh man, you failed face first into
Acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Let's get in. Let's get in.
And anyways, I have the rope tied around me.
Actually, genuinely though, you two guys make a dexterity saving throw.
But I do have a rope tied around me.
As you've now got a steep incline,
Just
you've
around
got
you.
juicy shit mixed with already slit.
Oh no. You roll a 1.
that one.
Oh my god, a
Yeah.
nat 7. Oh.
That could be worse.
Yeah, but he's the bard. He's got plus everything.
All bars can get away with it.
No, no.
Wait, can he control his horse's poo?
It has to happen eventually. I assume the lightning's
I
bad
don't
enough
think
trigger.
this is
Yeah.
related.
This makes sense to me.
Yeah,
it
the
is.
DM didn't shoot it down.
I
so.
like where it's going. 13.
13. You managed to.
I have a loop tied in my rope, by the way.
You have a loop. Oh, you did say that. You managed to. You hit it. You kind of slip and stabilize yourself, and you hear whoa! And as you look over, you see Findolf like sliding down and making his not sliding down, but sliding outward because the path is so narrow. He kind of slips, hits it, and now is beginning to careen off the side of the
And
mountain.
as I see that, I fling my rope too.
God, you hero.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dex check. Do it with advantage because you're so close. Because hang on a sec. You were right in front.
Holy cow!
Nat 20.
Yep.
Okay, but you have to make an athletics check.
I have a
to
loop,
grab
by
it.
the way. I have a loop.
Okay, so you're trying to loop them. Okay.
What's your acrobatics? 9 plus something.
Findolf, luckily for you, 9. Oh, that would have worked. But you, because he made a loop and because he got a nat 20, he throws it around you. And so, even though you grab it barely and manage to hang on, you notice that the rope is cinched up tight to you as you're now kind of essentially belaying off the side of the mountain, shit covering your boots.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Calm down.
Fingor, hold on! And I pull him.
Holding on.
And I start, help me, pull him up!
My brother! I look around, I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm still trying to pull him up.
I dismount.
And I'm bracing because
Okay, so you manage to hold him for long enough, you get off, you manage to pull him up. After a few minutes, you're stabilized.
It wouldn't happen.
And
Thank you for saving me.
Thank the heavens, my fellow elves.
And when he gets up, I say, there's the final verse.
Yes. Okay, you guys continue onward. The path below you, 300 feet. Or sorry, the path to the drop, 300 feet, 350, 400 feet. As you're going deeper and deeper into the hills here, and all of a sudden, you hear this massive crash behind you, and it shakes the ground that you're on. Everybody, you get to do this with advantage because by this point you've somewhat tapered out. Make a Dex saving throw.
Shit, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Wait, do I add anything?
This is a Dex saving throw. So
Look at that, both 18s!
Saving throws is appears
Actually, 25.
17 plus 6.
Dex 23.
I know. 16. That was
So 23 if you
No,
add
I
the
was
two
looking at
together.
my
okay. That's perfect. Does anybody get below a 14?
I got 13.
I did.
With advantage?
Boy!
Wait, with advantage?
Yeah. It's advantage.
Oh!
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, not double, single. Okay, so you're good. You two, as this happens, you guys slip down because the mountain, it's not just a loud sound, it is a shaking and a vibrating.
Can I try to catch him since I'm right behind?
So you don't slip off, but you fall prone.
Oh.
And as those of you who aren't prone look behind, you see a massive boulder, shoved into the side of the mountain. You see, right where the path is, smashing it, cutting off your way backwards, and then off in the distance, you see another very large boulder coming your way. Everybody roll initiative. Pull out your phones if you have it and get a calculator out.
Oh, that's can I see this even though I'm prone or no?
Physically, you can see it.
Okay, well I'm gonna start casting Molder
Do I hit
right now.
I'll tell you. But you're gonna have to do it in the initiative.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna
Okay, so I'm 11.
Okay.
11?
11.
Okay.
Do you want to go in a circle or do you want
I do. So I'm gonna go
Ranges
boom,
or
boom,
circles?
Feet.
here and around?
Yeah. What do you want?
21.
21. Harlow.
13.
13. Flynn.
14.
14. Where's your team? You know what? We're just going to this one. Andre. 9. Something has happened to these. 15.
And that was 11.
Perfect. We're gonna use this for you.
But that's the 100.
11.
I'm 3. It's just initiative.
Wow. Okay, and then we have boom. Oh wait. Oh goodness. Okay.
This can't be good.
Boom. No. Oh, here we go.
So what was that size of a Tesla?
I know, right? Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Here we go. So we've got we have right now a massive boulder flying at you guys.
How far away?
What is your order? Who is fourth from the back? You're back. You. Who's right or you?
No, he, I think.
I think
it's who's right in front of.
I'm either 3 or 4.
Oh,
He's third.
Okay, Hugo.
No, fourth from the back. Fourth from the back is Flynn.
Whoever's right in front of me.
Flynn. Oh my God. Does a 26 hit? Yeah, it does.
Check.
It's close, but yeah.
We got a barely hit. You're gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as another massive boulder just flies straight at the center of the group. It like part of it breaks off in the air. The smaller portion smacks you and knocks you right up against the wall. The other portion hits the top, bounces off, barely avoiding falling in the middle of the path. Was it 6, 7, 8 plus 6? 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Okay, so everybody's got their calculator. Who is?
Blaine, are you all right?
Ow.
This is okay. That's wait. Feet.
What?
Oh, you're up. Yes.
Okay.
Hit that wrong.
What are we even counting?
Okay.
So there's a rock blocking where we're going.
HP.
There's a rock blocking behind you, nothing blocking in front of you. As you look off into the distance, through the lightning, you see very far away on the other side of a chasm. You see very large, what appear to be almost electric rock-ish shapes off in the distance, hurling these stones at you.
How far away?
It's about 400 feet.
Across a cavern?
Yeah.
There is a cavern?
And they're a little bit above you, so it's kind of these rocks are like.
If we tossed you, you could make the jump.
Toss me! Toss me!
It's so hot in here.
Wait, I'm sorry. How far is the jump?
It is not a jump.
No. He just said jump. They're 400 feet away.
Yeah. But, go ahead and make a perception check. Do this for free because you're first to go, even though you're kind of looking past everybody.
I mean, whatever the fuck 19 is.
Oh shit! Yeah, you see about 100 to about 190 to 200 feet in the distance. You see what appears to be could be kind of an alcove or an outcropping or something. Like off in the like because the mountain kind of comes out and it appears from where you're standing that the line of sight from these guys may be broken at about 190, 200 feet. It's too low.
Would you like to share that information with the class?
I guess. Share the information, but
Make an attack.
I can't. I don't know what to do.
Transform into something fast.
What? So how far away is the rock behind us?
Right now it is however many people stacked up. So you're fourth in line. So you.
But so it's like right
third
behind
line.
us?
It's right there. Yeah, and it is a massive boulder.
I'm just, I guess, gonna start running. Huh?
So you're
just gonna sprint.
You're gonna sprint because you are. I guess 3 back in the line. How many from the front were you? I should have written this down as well.
I think 3.
Okay, so you're gonna for the first 10 feet you're gonna be disadvantaged. So that's not disadvantaged, obstructed. So 20 feet to get 10 feet. After that, you're normal feetage. So are you doing a full out run and then?
I'm just running.
Okay, so what's your total feet there? And then I guess subtract 10 from it, and that's how far you get.
So I get 40 feet.
Okay, so pull up your calculator and 200 minus 40. So everybody put 200 on their calculator. Sorry.
160.
More or less. Okay. Next we go to. This is going to be Flynn. Hi. Hey.
All right. So what do we got going on?
The same thing.
You hear Fee yell out, I think I see something like safety up ahead, and then you see him just kind of push through everybody in front of him as he makes his way forward.
Really between our legs.
Oh yeah, actually shit, add 10 feet to that because you are small enough where you could go through between your legs. So you are now you're 150.
Wait, no, shouldn't it be 60 then?
His movement speed's 25, not 30.
Oh.
Correct.
Because he's small.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah,
You can
say the same
throw.
thing. So is the path like? Can I run? Can I? If I were to try to follow Fee, can I?
You can, because people are in your way. You're going to be a bit obstructed till you get through them because
Just
you're.
confirm something. Are we allowed to yell when it's not our turn? Like,
We said that we were going to allow yelling. Yeah. If it goes back, that's a bonus action for your action.
Okay.
So you're fourth in line. So you've got 4 people. So in order to go 20 feet, it's going to cost you 40 feet of movement.
okay. There's room on the horse for one more.
You hear Corbin yell,
Nice.
and you are right in front of Corbin.
Kind of want to get. I'm gonna get on the horse.
I grab his hand and help.
Well,
I'm gonna turn. Can I turn around?
that's going to use your bonus action on your turn.
Oh.
Not that it probably doesn't matter here, but if you want to use that.
Yeah,
You don't have to oil
I don't.
man.
So your action, your bonus action,
My bonus action.
you jump up on the horse.
Okay. Can I try to do it like Legolas does in Lord of the Rings?
You can try and make an acrobatics check. You may fall off the mountain.
Do it, pussy.
See what happens.
Rewarded.
You said acrobatic.
Unless he's
15.
Unnaturally so, you manage to get on the horse, and it doesn't look good.
And ear falls off.
Again, you now. This is going to be a 22 to hit.
22.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Okay. As
I feel like
this.
I'm holding a pin.
Ooh, this is going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage. As this rock hits just below the path, and it like chips up some smaller rocks, smashing into you, knocking off a piece of the path. Not enough to where it's really going to be an issue at this point, but much more, and you're going to have a problem.
I think I just took a rock to the knee.
Yeah, as the rock just goes right into your knee and kind of your side area, getting your kidney.
I can't breathe.
It's a big rock.
I think this was disadvantage.
Was it 15 point? How many points?
18, he said.
18.
Yeah, 18. Okay,
Oh, I'm scared.
Andre.
I'm going to
As
sprint.
your turn comes up, a bolt of lightning strikes into the top of the mountain again. This one missing you. Nothing falls on you, but adding to your stress.
I guess I'm just gonna run 80 feet.
You are second.
Yes.
Okay, so
What, is it Fee in front now too?
yes.
Yeah, but he could probably step over Fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes
In the-
sense.
in the
You
same
can
way
run-
that Fee could run up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 10 foot, I believe, because you got to go 5 foot to get past him. That's going to take you 10 foot,
Okay.
and so now you get 70 feet. If I understand correctly.
No, 75, because if I'm only going past him for 5, that'll only subtract
Right.
extra 5
Sorry.
off
Right.
level.
Yep. So it's mark 75 feet minus
Okay.
75 feet.
I guess at the end, I've got 4 rages now. I'll go into a rage too, why not?
Gotta go into the fucking range.
I really gotta hope one of these hits me.
Or you gotta jump on the mountain.
Harlan.
Okay, so right now I'm pressed up against the back of where we're blocked, and there's a path up ahead, and people are at various things.
Almost. He's at the back, but you're right next to him.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast it, just try to cast the shape of a person. It could almost be like from this distance, like a dummy, just adding another target, essentially, is my
Okay.
thought process. And then
This is
I'm going,
interesting. Pick a number.
a number between.
Well, it's 1 to 10.
I was going to pick 1.8 billion. No, I'm just kidding.
That works.
I'll get 8.
Wow.
69, 420.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. Okay. Continue with your turn.
And then I'm going to run as much as I can with the rest of my action.
Okay, so that's going to be whatever your movement speed is. You are going to be behind quite a few people. So what is your movement speed? You're not going to get out from them. So we'll
I
see.
think it's 30. I'm a half out.
Okay, so you'll move 15 feet. Oh, this is. Oh, that's me. You see, wow, with a nat 20, not a rock this time, but you see off in the distance a targeted bolt of lightning, almost as if this being took in lightning and then like redirected it straight for this illusion that you made, striking it. Yeah, it was a nat 20. If you didn't call an 8, that would have been bad. Like disintegrating the rock behind it. The illusion maintains its shape.
You're gonna have to hit harder than that.
Your voice is lost. Okay, Hugo. My things are all messed up.
Is there an obstruction in front of me?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yep.
Vindal?
Yeah, Vindal. I think they both.
Trying to get out of the way.
Yep.
Yes.
So you've got one person in front of you, and the other you can kind of walk around. So
I'm gonna make my way towards safety.
Okay.
I'm gonna sprint as fast as I possibly can.
Okay.
And I've got a little feet that lets me dash twice.
Oh shit.
So I'm like looking.
How what's the total on that? Because I guess you just take 5 off.
Okay, so
Because you
he's the only has to pass me if he's small enough.
Yep.
I can take a bonus action.
Well, what's your
Where's
the speed on here?
Speed is 35.
So okay, so you get 3 times that.
35.
So you're moving 100 feet this turn?
35.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 100 feet. Because you get what's 105 minus the 5 because he's in your way. Yeah, mark 100, 200 minus 100.
Okay.
Damn. I think you're right. It is. It is now Vindal. No, you need to tell me what you're doing. So you see everybody. Okay, so that's going to be what's your movement speed?
Oh
yeah.
They take it.
Well, if his is 35, where's the same, right?
So movement speed is going to be right here.
Yeah.
35.
Does he have the same feet as you?
Must be like class.
Yeah, probably range.
Okay, so wow, you're gonna move 105 feet minus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which is going to be 75.
If he's only moving that far, he wouldn't reach us.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. Okay, so you're gonna no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, he did not.
So okay, that's a good point. So you now move 85 feet. So 200 minus 85. Because you are. Yep, you are booking and hooking. Oh, Hugo, what are you doing?
How far away is Fee from me? Do you know?
You in the order are your third.
I was right after
I
Fee,
was
so
third.
Oh,
He was fourth.
Okay, fourth. Fee is now, if I recall, what's your 50, so 55. Wait, oh, no, you move 50, so 100, no. He is now 45 feet away from you. Because the 5 feet's in, so 5 feet less.
I was 5 feet in front of him.
Okay.
50 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet in front
Okay,
on the trail.
okay.
I'm gonna run 15 feet and
Okay.
scoop Fee up into my arms.
I'll allow it.
Okay,
Run an additional
Oh, wow.
15 feet.
for the rest of your movement. And you're not going to come in that, yep.
How far away am I?
Right now, he is going to be the closest, and you are probably at this point. I really should have come up. I had a great way for having you guys monitor. Well, what's your number at right now?
What's your number? It's at 115.
Okay, so he is 35 feet away from you.
We should have all
When you scoop
started with 5 more feet.
Yeah.
I know.
Because
I
in that
know.
case, he's actually
Yeah.
closer to me,
Yeah.
so he would have corrected that.
I said more or less. It was just 2. I forgot to write down y'all's order, and that fucked me.
Maybe we don't keep passing each other on the trail because we're all kind of running together.
Yeah. We'll allow that after this turn. After Corbin goes, could we get back back around? Yeah, that was my bad.
We're just gonna knock everybody off the horse.
Unless the farthest person away is like an additional 90 feet.
No.
I'm gonna thunderstep Fee and myself 90 feet.
Oh God.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, so-
yeah.
There's no one within 10 feet of us.
Nope, not from here. Because
So
you're gonna
they
be
won't take
you're gonna be at 60 feet away.
Misty
Yeah.
Step's a bonus
Yeah.
action?
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Wow. Okay, so you and Fee are now 50. So make yourself 50. Corbin, as you see Fee and Hugo just.
All right then.
45. If he picked me up, I was at 150.
And then you move 90.
No, then he
Right,
ran
he
an
moved
extra
15, and then we moved
and then
Right. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so quick mechanics question. You're on a train going 200 miles an hour.
Oh God.
You shoot a gun that, let's say, 200 miles an hour. The speed of the bullet's 400 miles an hour. And it's going to go a lot further than a bullet if you were standing on fair ground, right?
Unless it's light speed, I think this is correct.
Okay, so hypothetically, like if a ranger on a moving horse were to shoot an arrow.
Ask Peter. He knows.
Hypothetically, if a ranger on a horse were to shoot an arrow while the horse was moving.
We'll say yes.
Yeah, that arrow is going to go further and
Yep.
faster.
Yep.
Okay. Hypothetically, of course, if it were a ranger on the horse. I need to ask the D&D, the
physics.
The DM how the physics work in Helstra.
Oh wait, no, you're telling him to do something.
Yes!
Shut your mouth!
You're talking about agreeing with him. You're the one who keeps complaining about the
I was lost in the question. You can't use an arrow next
A ranger, says the paladin, as there's a ranger on his horse.
I offered anyone to join me. 120 feet forward on the horse.
Okay,
minus how much I gotta take.
Yeah, because this is the last round before we start over, so you're gonna take off. Not gonna. So you're gonna get 120. So that's gonna be you.
It's gonna be everybody but the teleportation.
So minus 25.
Is the horse really obstructed, or do they just get like pushed?
Honestly, the horse should not be able to move through them. But I'm going to allow this.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons that I won't tell you.
Okay.
But don't expect this in the future, because in the future you're either gonna have to choose between getting your horse through or knocking somebody off.
All right.
Which you can do.
Sorry,
We're
guys.
gonna allow it this time.
I really like the horse, so just cozy up to me. So how far am I going total?
120 minus 25.
So 95?
Yes.
All right.
This is back. Okay. Again, another bolt of lightning. Disadvantage. That is going to be 17. This is gonna be Harlow. 17.
See ya.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That.
Okay. So bolt of lightning just comes from a distance, almost like an arc, and you can see it just like working its way towards you. As you take.
That's a lot of
I think that's
dice.
40. I don't like D20 sound effects.
You take 80. Oh, that
I'm
was.
gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of dice.
7, 8.
And while this is
16.
happening, I'm just running up to Chelsea. I'm so crafty. I'm so
24, and I lied to you. It is a DI. This is my mistake. Make a Dex saving throw.
Make a death saving throw.
Yeah.
16 succeeds, so 16 doesn't succeed. It's 17. So you take 24 points of lightning damage. As this thing just
Flynn, looks like that hurt Harlow. I whispered to you as you're on the
knocking
horse.
you down, not completely prone.
Maybe we should fight
Also,
back
you
by
should
firing arrows at it. I whispered to you as you're on my horse. It's not metagaming if I can talk to the dude right
I'm not
there.
complaining there. I was complaining earlier.
We must shoot
That's a
back.
physics question.
I know that should have happened.
Physics was fine.
Okay.
Hypothetically, I've been staring him in the eyes.
I mean, but like, is it metagaming if I would be allowed to just say it to him anyways?
I don't know.
I think
24 points of lightning
says
damage.
it's more than like a couple
don't know,
words.
I
He
love it.
wants you to use a
Feet,
bonus
what do you
action on it. But you're not using a bonus
Fire
action.
arrow.
anyways.
Well, I'm getting carried right now.
Okay, yeah, so you're just.
He's gonna try to
You
like
can squirm it out of my arms if you'd like.
Yeah, if you're not going to resist it, then you can.
You know, does he look injured as I'm being carried?
That's good.
Okay. Well then, I do nothing.
Okay, you just ride it out.
Write it out.
Rock on, brother. Flynn.
I can't do anything.
As I noticed
Fire.
Flynn rustling around, I whispered to him, fire arrow.
I had a really good idea. I'm not gonna fire an
Counter offer. Maybe as he's getting used to the horse, it's disadvantaged, but he's still gonna, like, what else is he gonna do? He can't run.
If you had not been a metagaming bitch, I would have allowed this.
I can talk to him. He's next to me.
You are right. You can't do that.
I've told him 4 times to fire an arrow.
Okay.
I do want to see what happens.
You can fire an arrow. That's a good point. That's a good point. I
Fire
forgot
an
about
arrow.
that. Disadvantage. What are you firing at?
Oh, 2 15s. That's pretty good.
Plus your whatever it is.
Are you firing at one of your friends? What are you doing? You're just shooting an arrow, like just randomly?
Think towards the giant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When did you get it?
I actually 2 15.
It's hard to tell from here, but through the lightning, it almost looks like stone.
So let me see what I add to that.
It's about 400 feet away.
What kind of arrow did you fire?
21.
Yeah, your arrow goes and it just flies straight.
I think we need to confirm what kind of arrow. So he has multiple types.
Yeah.
What kind of arrow?
Definitely like.
Can we confirm what type of?
I have the explosive arrow.
You shot an explosive arrow.
Sure.
Okay, you see this arrow just trailing off a lightning strike. It illuminates it in the distance as you see it go and start to turn downwards, and then you see a very small explosion off in the distance, about 150 feet below the
Is my hair blowing in the wind? As I
It looks amazing. While these guys are well out of the range of your bow, impossibly so, you do look damn good.
150 and they're 400 away, he said. So if you double it, it's
Yeah, even
300.
that's
I think I.
That's why I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I have some shit I really want to do to these guys.
Solid good outcome. Don't. Sorry.
I got third level spells now.
This is going to be now Corbin.
You made a divot in the middle of the path that we need to
now get it 21.
That does hit.
It crumbles down.
Okay, as
I heard I looked very good.
as another stone just comes. Oh, this one. It's a much smaller stone, but this one. 13. This one, it smacks the horse actually, kind of pinning your leg up against it. Horse goes down. Not down, but like stumbled. 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
To you or the horse?
To you, 19 points also to the horse. As your horse is kind of drops down. Your horse is now effectively prone.
No, I will tell you, my horse is now dead. Well, down.
As you find yourself on the ground, and you find yourself on the ground. Does your horse disappear because of what it is?
No, it's a real horse. I can summon it from wherever.
Oh, thank God.
But
I felt so
create
bad
a new.
if your horse just died. Okay, thank God.
Okay, to be clear, even though the horse is down and basically dead, I'm keeping my legs around it like I'm riding it.
I love it.
That's fair.
I'm not getting off. I assume Flynn is follow my lead. I got this.
I would love to.
As you're kind of moving forward, you kind of go hard up against Corbin, but you don't fly off.
I like the
Okay, Andre.
There's like no bump at all.
Sorry, Corbin. Who's in front of me now? I guess I run.
We're gonna go no more.
I just run 80 more.
Okay, mark it off, Harlow.
Also, my rage ends.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, fuck the hood! And then I cast invisibility on myself, and I continue to run another 30.
Okay. Nope. This is coming for Hugo and Fee. Lightning strike. Both of you make a dex saving throw.
Hell yeah.
Be using these ridiculous like 21.
21 succeeds, so you're gonna take half of this.
It's not like
19.
No.
Just to confirm, I didn't get saving throws with the rocks, right?
No, rocks no saving throw. 19. Yeah, 10, 16. Yes, that succeeds. 22, 11 points of lightning damage to both of you. As this bolt just shouts into
It does nothing.
Hugo. Wow! And it kind of runs through him up into Fee and then dissipates. For time. Go. This is gonna be, I believe you.
I'm running.
Running. Mark it off. There's no more obstruction here, so you.
Okay, I made it.
What are you doing? Running. Mark it off. So you get a, I guess whatever. I guess you're probably there right now, right?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how much do I subtract?
105.
He's almost there.
Just down.
10,
Okay, you're gonna make it with Fee. Corbin, what are you doing?
Okay.
Wait, you're
Yeah, I didn't run because I knew I wouldn't make it.
And you see Hugo and Fee emerge right behind you.
Yeah, I did. That seemed like a waste.
So I'm gonna use lay on hands on the horse.
Okay.
Right back to full health.
Stands up. Only because I forgot to do it to them and them. This should take the horse's movement to stand up, but I forgot. So for now,
Okay.
you're allowed to do this.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action lay on hands myself.
Yep.
So I'm back almost to full health.
I seen it.
Now, the horse is gonna move.
Okay.
120 feet.
That should probably get you and Flynn there.
Let me confirm.
I was gonna turn into a
Yeah, that gets us there.
Okay, for the sake of this, as you are going past this little break, another rock of 29 hits up against the edge of this little hideaway that you're going into, splinters off stones behind it, smacking into you and plus 14, smacking into you and Finn. This is going to be 13, 19, down 18. Both of you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Feed. They're roll with this.
Pretty brutal.
With plus 14.
And because they're higher than you, yeah.
Okay, so what does it look like in this alcove?
Okay, make me a perception check, as you are effectively, you feel pretty safe.
Natural 20.
You
God
see,
damn it. Why do I use that now?
Okay, wow. It looks as if long ago something had in this alcove demolition or knocked down a massive rock slide. But however, in the midst of this rock slide, where the path is cut off, you do see a very small, very narrow entrance into some kind of tunnel. It looks
like my size.
Looks like you could get through no problem. Looks like Andre has been struggling.
Are there some like kind of large rocks that I can? I want to mold earth to move some of the.
Okay, there are massive rocks around this. So I don't know.
Bigger than 5 by 5.
Much bigger. I mean, there's a mountain has essentially been brought down, and however, there's a small opening that didn't get covered.
I'm gonna go in it.
Okay, you go in it. You find yourself in a small hole. You are safe for now. Flynn. You made it.
We're in, right?
You're in. Another. You hear. Well, who's still out?
Wait. Also,
I'm 10 feet away.
Going for you.
I've used.
Oh, that's a nat 20. I'm sorry, Peter. I think you're going down here.
Can I use my natural dodge to cut it in half?
You can.
Okay.
Okay. You can also make a dex saving throw.
Okay. 10 plus something? Is it plus something?
Probably pretty high use plus 6.
Okay, so 16 plus whatever that is gets cut in half.
Nice.
Okay, it is 54. So you're gonna have to do the math
54
here.
cut 27.
Okay.
Okay.
He survived.
27?
So it's cut in half.
27
twice.
minus my 16, did we say?
Well, 16 was the saving
16
throw.
was the saving throw.
What
Did he
happened?
say?
It was 17. It was 17.
Oh, so only cut it in half once.
You almost dodged it, but it got you.
So 27.
11 or something?
You took 27, I think, because it only took half.
Yeah.
So you were
Points of
able
light.
to
Your dodge tabbed it, but your roll
You were
failed.
able to dodge a little bit of it, but it still got you.
Yeah, so as the bolt just comes
something?
and
Okay, so you were down to 1 health.
oh, yeah! That's wonderful, Andre.
All you need.
You're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Harlow.
I'll make it with 40 feet left over.
Yeah,
Okay.
Or 35 feet left over, I guess.
You wanna dive in the hole?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, make a strength check.
18.
A strength check.
Yep.
How you got so low.
21.
Yeah, you pull yourself in. You find it very difficult, but you manage to just squeeze past this entrance area as you find yourself through a tight area that opens up into.
It opens up.
It opens up.
Splendid.
Opens up for you too as you find Andre behind you. Harlow, what are you doing?
I am running down the pathway
Okay.
with both my movements this time.
Okay. Are you gonna make it?
No, I'm
Okay.
like basically where I started.
Wait, is anybody else in the path?
So I guess 6.
I guess.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 24 to hit, Harlow.
I'm invisible.
Okay, never mind. This will be double dip. We'll just say pick a number. See if you get lucky again. 1 to 10.
6.
Nope. Boulder just smacks behind you again as you keep going. We'll say
If you were lucky, you would have gotten hit by
we'll say you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it to the alcove. You being the last one there. Findral.
I'm only 10 feet away, so do I make it now?
You make it, and you find yourself. You see the backside of Andre crawling into this small entrance, just struggling to get himself in. As you come up. You and Harlow kind of at the same time emerge behind this little almost like a shield, a mountain shield, and you see the rest of your companions there looking at this hole, contemplating entering.
As I run up and I see him struggling, I cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. Heal him. I have to hiss, so I'm gonna be right back.
So you take, it's not going to be that impressive.
For some reason, I thought it was actually raining
I
outside.
literally have to keep reminding myself that it's not raining outside.
You take 1d4 plus 5, so
That's
roll
why.
a d4. D4, I guess I roll
pyramid
it.
one. That's the
I
pyramid.
roll
Would you roll it?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Hey, you go ahead and read.
Okay, here's a pyramid.
Well, he
okay,
already
yeah, roll the
did.
pyramid. Well, I rolled it.
You rolled it first.
So plus 5, so you take just 8 healing.
8 healing.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm
Better
now
than
at 9.
almost dead.
Yeah. My illusion is still there, so they're probably still chucking rocks at it. They're distracted. I tell the group.
Because the number is slanted, it makes the pyramid look, it makes the triangles look like honey.
It looks so cool.
I noticed to be I can't roll anything with this. I need to change.
You need to recharge it.
Oh, you do need to recharge it.
The problem is you're doing like kind of a roll drop. You need to do like a roll of
Okay, and I
rocks.
thought it was my
Yeah, 13 technique.
Okay, for time here, everybody who is, I guess, you're through, you're small, everybody else is medium. All of you make me a strength check.
Sorry, strength saving throw or just regular
Strength check. As you all try to enter, unless anybody doesn't want to go into the hole.
Well, I'm already in.
Okay, you're in.
I think you're already in.
Okay.
And I'm
Do
in.
you make a strength check? Both
No,
of you
no, no,
strength
there was a
check?
hole within the alcove. That's
Yeah,
what he's saying.
true.
Yeah.
So we're trying to go inside the hole within the alcove.
If you want. Fee and Andre went in.
Why did it go in?
There is no way
It's
forward
safe.
other than this. It's just a
Your big-
sheer
your big
cliff
one.
with massive boulders, and you've got behind you.
I got 19 to get in.
You got it.
And how does it work while I'm on the horse with does Flynn not have to
No,
do
no, no, no.
I'm gonna step back on my one.
Okay, you're not going in. You cannot get your horse in. You can barely fit yourself.
Okay, so I guess I'm just going in.
Okay.
Ilya, it's all right. We'll link back up.
Yeah.
Stay
Flair.
here.
Can't you literally just summon it on the other
I
side
have
of
an
the hole?
unnatural.
Takes half an hour.
Okay, you make it in.
But
6.
yeah.
You,
And a spell.
you, is you, and you,
No, I'm
and you.
sticking with my brother.
Okay, as y'all three haven't gone in, you see Harlow go in, and you see him try to suck his way through and get stuck as he's somehow positioned himself in such a way.
I grab
that
his arm and start
he's
yanking.
now- Okay, as you do that,
I grab his head.
And it's
start
still my
yanking.
rope tied around my waist.
you find
grab the arm
you find yourself
specifically.
as you're getting pulled through, you find yourself like not being able to go, so you let your air out to like look to shrink in your chest cavity, but then you get stuck. And you're
you
seeing
can't
that you're
breathe.
trying to breathe, but you can't because as you're breathing, it's like pushing up against the rock.
I'm gonna help like push him through.
Okay, between this and between that, I don't think we're gonna need any more checks.
I'm gonna
we've
breathe
got
into
people
his
on both
mouth in the
sides.
meantime.
Okay, so as Fee comes up to
That's smart,
kiss
you got small
you
breath,
find
so it
yourself
won't
being
hurt it
pushed
too
and
much.
pulled through, and you go like brought into the kiss. Just lift log as you tumble back.
It's not really a kiss. It's like a.
So it's a kiss. I kiss him deeply.
How big is his
Because he was out of breath, does he like
With your head
inhale
lined up in
the
his
air
mouth.
out of Fee's lungs?
Straight out of me. And now I'm done.
More because he's focused more on providing tongue, so not so much.
Oh.
My friends, why have you not gone through?
I was trying to help him.
The
get
hole
through.
was
There was
blocked.
kind of a problem of getting through here.
I see. Well,
Yeah, because I guess it's just you three on the outside. Everybody else is in.
I mean, is this the right path? Have you been this way? I mean, what was that back there?
You know, this is pretty crazy. So, why don't you come over here? Let me tell you a little secret.
What in the?
We're about to get to drink.
So while I'm doing that, I'm signaling to him.
Fuck me.
So we might have gone a little bit off the path. The last time we were here, there was none of these giants or anything.
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Which
Well,
The big one. Yeah.
I didn't want to be embarrassed, like make embarrassment for the rest of the people, but you know, I just want to let you know.
With advantage.
So you
So roll it again and pick your highest.
I
number
may have a
out
way
of the
out.
two.
If you're interested,
That was
the three of us
impressive.
can save ourselves.
The other one was the higher one, I guess.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
take the left
So now
and
add your-
sleight of hand.
And I pull out the pyramid.
It's an alphabetical
Okay.
order.
Let's
and
pause
the,
this for
big
1 second. I
rectangle.
just need to get his number first.
I think it's 15.
Oh, 3, so
What's your
14.
passive
So
perception?
you roll
11.
you roll
plus 14.
11 plus 14?
No, 11 plus 3.
Oh, okay, 14.
13. 4.
4.
Yeah.
Do you? What else do you? Okay, so as you pull
Yeah.
as you pull the pyramid out, it's because your hand goes back there. Findolf, God damn it, Findolf times it perfectly as your hand goes in, as does his. You pull out the pyramid. He slips in behind you, and he grabs 4 gold pieces. In addition, what items you have on you?
I have a dagger, some ink, a pen, bag of sand, a mirror, some oil,
Perhaps a wand.
and a wand.
You managed to pull out 4 gold pieces, and you kind of went into like a large pouch, and in addition to the gold pieces, you pull out what appears to be a wand. And as this is happening, this conversation is
So
going
you
on.
have a way to get us out of here?
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything in front of the others because they don't know what this really does, but this will teleport us back to safety. And with that, I put in the sequence, save the last side.
Okay, you see him flip a top, press a button, and very quickly, just kind of this pyramid object lights up. You see 4 colors come around the side. You see blue, yellow, red, green. He presses the sides at varying times, and a color lights up on the side and stays on the side, and then as 3 colors stand, I believe the last one is green or yellow, I'd have to look, but you know it now by this point. You see him like wait to press the last button.
Grab onto my shoulders. I'll get us out of here.
Sure. But I have to ask you before we do this. Why are you leaving your friends?
Let's just say I have other things to take care of.
Like what?
Come with me to the next town and I'll tell you in detail.
How can we trust you?
How can we trust you? You've led us down a path seemingly without end. You led us straight into danger. It seems like we're in the same boat.
Can we do a check to see?
Make an insight check. You know what to do with your perception.
I'm sitting with my head on the pool watching.
So 8.
We're still pissing. I don't know what you're talking about.
As far as you know, yes.
He seems forthright. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good to me. So I put my hand on his shoulder.
Fend off.
Okay.
With that,
And you, Findolf places his hand on your shoulder. You feel a second hand to touch your shoulder.
with that, I press the final side.
Okay. And as he presses it, you feel both of you, your body is being pulled and contorted and just being sucked towards the tip of this pyramid. And your vision blurs, and you find yourself inside a very ornate room. You see a bed that's like gold gilded inside of it. The room is the shape of a pyramid, about the same size as this room. You see a desk off to the side. You smell the faint smell of like burning and decay. When you play fire, smell burning and decay. And you see a figure in there, a very regal looking figure, but regal in clothes in a style you haven't seen before.
This definitely looks safe.
Master.
See you.
I've returned.
I see you have. And you've brought me dough.
Notes. As you required.
Exactly. You've done well.
Thank you.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
I sense a presence I haven't felt in quite some time. Where are
We're in the Burn Hills. I'm not sure. We followed a path as they led us down, and we were attacked. Not really certain what happened after that, but we're in some kind of cavernous area.
we? Watch your step.
Thank you, Master.
As for you,
These two are just spinning their shit on their
So wait, hold on. Where are
What
we?
town are we in?
you are now. You find yourself in a very small,
My character does.
a very small pyramidic room. You could say that you're home.
Home? What is this? Where are we? Where have you brought us?
You go. You may go. Thank you.
With
You
that,
go!
I'll go to the desk.
Okay. And as Hugo goes to the desk, opens it up, and you see the walls light up with different colors. It's almost mesmerizing to your eyes. You see Hugo go touch a wall, touch another wall, touch another wall. As he gets to the 4th wall, he kind of looks back at you, nods, presses it, and disappears. You find yourself in a very small chamber with a very large, imposing figure. And as you're sitting there, staring at this,
I don't
figure,
like this at all.
He walks up to Findolf, kind of brushes the hair off of his neck. Looks at him. You'll do just fine. And then he goes in and bites onto Findolf's neck. And we'll say for the sake of this, for time, I don't think at y'all's level you're going to be able to beat this guy. However, if you would like to come back and try, you are more than welcome. We're going to table this for now. Actually, what I'm going to do with you, Peter, is we can do this over the week because we have 5 minutes and I have to get to somewhere with these guys because I made a soundtrack for this. I'm so excited about it. We'll do this. Send me your number. We'll get in a group text and we'll do this throughout the week just to see what happens because this is going to be very, very curious or very exciting.
I only have 9 health. If he bit my neck,
you probably are going to start dead. But we'll see what happens because who knows what you can do if you want to. You don't have. He's a vampire, full-on vampire. So
oh my goodness!
You just got screwed by you. You got taken to his.
And the best part is because nobody else saw that. So yet again, you find yourself out on the backside of the hole.
But the interesting thing is, I have the wand.
You do have the wand, however, that's a pretty bad wand. And he knows exactly where it's at.
Yes, but that's true.
You wouldn't know that.
You don't know where the wand is.
So we'll say for the sake of
Hugo
this.
gets back and he's like, motherfucker.
Where's my gold?
Well, you don't have your wand of magic missile with 1 charge or your
Go back in and
you bastard! Okay, maybe he'll be in the group text with us. Okay, for the sake of this, because we're out of time and this has been I think 5 weeks in the making. I thought we were going to be here 5 weeks ago. As you know goes, as you are learning goes. You guys make your way. It's about 4 miles through tunnel, widening, narrowing.
I don't want to go through the tunnel.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna stay where I was.
Okay, fuck you. You're going. You eventually come to a dead end. Up ahead, you see an opening. You hear what sounds like some gurgling sounds. So you walk up. Not walk up, but you essentially ascend. You were going to do some checks for this, but because we're at 9:57, you have a free pass because you would have made it eventually. You see an opening off in the distance. You see light coming from the other end. You see near the other end what looks like a very fresh rock pile. You see a hand emerging from it. Actually, you would only see one hand emerging from it, and it looks like a very large hand. It's kind of just twitching, almost as if this whatever this is has been just rock slid on, perhaps from some shaking or something. But a fresh rock slide trapping whatever this is.
Well, no need to investigate.
You can if you want. Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
Okay. You make an investigation check. You go down and you.
I'm assisting him.
Okay. Do it with advantage. Because y'all both.
19.
Do it with advantage.
19.
You go down and you look. It's a very unfamiliar hand. You haven't seen this hand before. Very large. Very large. You do. While you don't. You don't find anything interesting about the hand other than its life is kind of fleeting from it as these rocks have just fallen on it. You do smell. You smell something.
What do I smell?
The smell is familiar to you. It reminds you of a few days back when you were fighting a particular couple of entities up in the Broom Hills.
Yeah.
You saw one of them turn to gas and it left behind almost a acrid smell. And you smell that faintly in the distance.
In the distance, not around the hand?
It doesn't smell around the hand. When I say in the distance, I mean you can smell it, but it's as if it was here but has since gone.
I'm gonna touch the hand.
Okay.
And use Cure Wounds.
Okay. Make your check.
And also, then I'm gonna start holding Earth. But
okay.
The smell does bring back vivid images of the hero and his robe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
13 plus 13.
Did you cast Cure Wounds?
No.
No movement.
No movement?
Do you uncover it?
Uh-huh.
As you uncover it, you do see the body, a familiar body. Although a slightly different face, the same pale white giant figure of a single Orenthrill.
I start wrapping him up in a rope.
Did you just try to heal it?
Yeah. He said the smell was far away.
But the size of the hand it's a bigger hand than you, Fee.
I tried. You didn't do dick. At least I'm doing something. No. I start searching the body.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
It is literally a natural one.
Okay, as you kind of go through it, Andre's yelling at you, and you're just like, ah!
And I'm casting all my incantations to keep it about. I'm casting things on it.
It appears dead. When Fee searches the body, he doesn't find anything. He doesn't convince. For the sake of this,
Dead.
you guys finally, I've been waiting for this for so very long. You guys make your way to the edge of the
Hills. Cavern.
And if anybody says they don't, I will kill your character right now.
I'm giving CPR.
I would have cut off the giant's tongue from the dead body.
I allow it. Okay. You have a giant tongue in your back, Orenthrill tongue. As you guys make your way to the crest of the hill where this cavern is kind of opening up, you see off in the distance. You don't have this image, do you? It's okay. You see off in the distance. You see this wooded, almost like a hidden oasis of woodland spreading out before you. Around the sides of you, you see sheer cliffs, like stretching as far as you can see off in the distance. And at the faint edge of your vision, you see them kind of appear to circle together and just a distant structure.
No more storm?
In the back. No more. You see storm around the edges of the mountain. You do see in the center of this forest a faint line of smoke rising up from a cabin, and in your head you hear a familiar voice. Like I said, be careful where you're going. And you see the trees. The trees, while it looked like an oasis at first because you had faint lines of sun shooting through what were otherwise dark clouds behind you, you see the trees aren't very much living, but more gnarled and most of them leafless as you've emerged into who knows what, but we'll find out next week.
Oh my gosh, the Snow White woods.
It took me so long to cut that music track together.